if I look back, I say what it takes is just determination, focus. When you have a dream, just pursue it, no matter your beginning. Definitely, when you have a dream, just believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is the key, I think.
The story of Dr. Omorogbe Joseph Asemota is a true story of many Nigerians who have very humble beginnings, no hope of a better future, but they work endlessly, patiently for that future that they really dream or deserve. One of the things he said he did was to keep studying, knowing that was going to take him far. And that indeed took him abroad to study for his PhD. And where did you study your PhD?
I actually did my PhD in Kyushu University in Japan.
How long did that take? How did you get to do that? Because I know not that many opportunities there for Nigerian youth to study abroad. How did yours come about?
I would say mine has been a dream, as in given my humble beginning. I never expect, in fact, my parents cannot afford education outside the country. That was in fact I knew. But getting into the university, I was like, the system here, I wasn't really satisfied with our level of education. But then I had a dream like, I want to further my education abroad. And the only way I thought that could come true was to work hard and get a good grade from my undergraduate. So I was just convinced that if I'm able to graduate with a good grade, then I should be able to get an opportunity to travel outside the country for better, higher quality education. So that was the dream. So by the special grace of God, I worked hard. I was able to make a first class in my bachelor's degree. So I thought that could be a gate to me to the Western world for higher education. So I was applying to different universities. As I'm talking to you, I have admissions from University of Oxford.
Wow.
Oxford gave me a partial scholarship, but then what they were asking me to pay, my parents could not afford it. So I have admission from University of Essex from UK for masters to the same thing. They also gave me partial scholarship. But then what I needed was a full scholarship. So I had to start my masters here when I could not afford Oxford, I could not afford University of Essex, UK. So I started my masters at University of Ibadan, Nigeria. But then the dream was like, I will still have to go abroad. So while doing that, I kept pushing, applying to different countries, Germany, Japan. And to God be the glory, I got a call from the Embassy of Japan that I should come for interview. After the interview, I did well, so I got a Japanese government scholarship, full scholarship. My tuition, my ticket to and fro from Nigeria to Japan was fully paid by the Japanese government. So
today, where do you work?
Today I work with the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, National Assembly. We are the think tank for Nigerian Parliament. It's like the Congressional Research Center in the US. So basically what we do, we provide capacity training, research to support the legislature in Nigeria. So whatever they are doing, give them research evidence to support their policy, laws, legislature, or whatever they're doing in terms of legislature. It has to be research-based. So we provide that research-based support to Nigeria Parliament.
So what we are hearing from our doctor here today is he's now one of the people that actually impact the laws of this country, Nigeria. So you're one of the many youth who fought to be where you are today. You went, you studied like you wanted to because you knew the knowledge would take you far and will make your country better. And you came back.
Yeah, I came back to
You
Nigeria,
came back.
yeah,
So
after my
why
study.
did you decide to come back?
It may interest you to know I was an assistant professor in Kyushu University. I was employed, so I was actually lecturing in the international program. I taught master's program. I was an assistant professor. I taught master's student in my university. But after like 2 years of working in Japan here and renewing my contract, I felt my impact was not really my impact was needed back home. And I thought I could be useful to myself and the larger society if I returned to the country. So despite the discouragement, because some of fellow Nigerians in Japan, when I told them, oh, I'm going to go back to the country, they are you stupid, what are you going? I said, well, everybody has his own plan. I don't see myself making much impact here. This society is already made. We all need to work together. Nobody is going to make our country like Japan.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to contribute in his or her little ways to the development of the country. So those were the things that really propelled me to come back. And again,
this question. With your story, where you started from, where you are heading, what you are doing now, currently impacting and making influence in the world and also your country especially, what's your recommendation to the upcoming youth who feel like they don't have enough to keep going, even if they have the dream of doing the same thing that you did?
Yeah, as I said earlier when we started, the most important thing, nothing comes easy. The height attained by great men was not just through a sudden flight. Take time, dedication, focus. You have to dream big. Yeah, I know the government is not doing much in this country. Yeah, that's truly, it didn't just start today. Even during our time, the problem has always been there. So you can't keep shifting the blame to the government. You just have to carve your space. Nigeria, a lot of opportunities here. Don't be discouraged. The space of development, the space for you to broaden your skills, to be successful is so wide in this country. It's a country full of potentials, opportunities. You just have to be focused. Focus and hard work. Hard work is very key. And be prayerful. Yeah, it's also good to be prayerful. You have a dream, pursue it, work hard, and pray that God help you to actualize your dream. Because so Nigerian youths, don't just keep blaming the government. Just work hard, keep working hard. I knew where I came from. Till today, my father still go to farm. My mother still go to farm. They can't afford to buy me a ticket. But then, I got into the university. I said, wow, I have to. They've tried in their own way. But from now, I need to take it up. Work hard.
Make your own history.
Make my own history. So hard work is just the key to success. There's no shortcuts. You just need to work hard.
And I have to thank you that you are doing that, because you are doing that, it's a reminder that my generation looking up to you have to do better. And hopefully that's also a reminder to the generation looking up to me, and so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, to break a circle, it starts with you and I.
Yeah, sure.
And the other question I have to ask you, you had so many Nigeria colleagues back in Japan that you left behind.
Yeah.
What is your word to our Nigerians back in the diaspora, whether it's Japan, in the US like myself? How do we make our country better, whether you are here or abroad?
Yeah, I'm not against living abroad. You can live anywhere you are, but then home, just don't forget home. Don't forget your money. You can be in Australia, you can be in US, your money can be doing things here. You can be helping, supporting the system. The government, you and I made up the government. Without us, there will be no government. So it's not just enough to say, oh, the government will do this. In your own little way, whatever you can do to support this country, you just need to do it. A lot of things are not right. Yes, that's for sure. A lot of things are not right. The policy makers, we have government that's not responsible. We are aware of all this, but then this is the only country. No matter where you find yourself tomorrow, you are still a Nigerian, so you can't erase that. So remember home, support business activities through remittances, whatever in any way you can do it. you need to support this country. We need to be proud of this country in the future, that this is our country.
Yes.
So
but to be proud of this country in the future, we have to create that future today.
We have to create it together.
Yes.
It's not just us here alone. We need guys from abroad, everyone. In fact, Hillary Clinton described Nigeria as the sleeping giant.
Oh yes.
For the giant to wake up, you and I need to
wake it up.
Wake it up. Put our hands together.
I have to thank you because it's because of the work you are doing, the story you are creating, the new narrative you are helping the new generation of youth create is why we are having conversations like this, and it's why I am going to be able to keep having conversations like this. And I like what you said. Nigeria is always going to be our country. It doesn't matter where you go. So to my friends watching this, whether you are Nigerian or not, I want you to remember that when you hear one story of Nigeria, make sure you check the other story, because this country is a giant country. It's full of wealth. It's full of people like Dr. Asemota, and it's full of people like me and a lot of amazing youth. I hope you get to learn that story. I hope you get to hear about that story, and I hope you get to visit and impact Nigeria in your own city way. Thank you for joining this conversation with Patrick, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.